Wrong music cue. Right music cue. And we're playing Jeopardy for the SNES. Let's see how we do here. I'll be him this time. Here we go. Jeopardy round. One daily double up there somewhere in one of these categories. Musical astronomy. Lines. Notice the quotation marks. U.S. cities. Sports. Potpourri. And finally, authors. Alright. You seem like pretty decent categories, so let's get things started off with authors for 100. After marrying Eliza Stowe's widower, she had a daughter named Eliza and wrote a book about Eliza. Who was Harriet Beecher Stowe? Let's go authors 200.
Yes, it is.
Poet whose wife died after her dress caught on fire while he worked on Tales of a Wayside Inn. Tales of a Wayside Inn. Who was Longfellow? Authors 300.
Yes, it is.
Besides some songs, he only wrote one major poem, Tam O'Shanter, after age 27. Jim. Who is Robert Burns, and he's the one. You're up to $300, Jim. Tied with me for the lead. Sports for 100. Okay. Oh, daily double. You can risk up to 500, and that's what it'll do. Here's the clue in sports. Olympic sport divided into freestyle and Greco-Roman, and it is wrestling. You got it right. You're down in the lead with $800 by yourself. U.S. cities 100.
Yes, it is.
This city that's home to the Amateur Athletic Union lets amateurs compete in its 500-mile race. What is Indianapolis? U.S. cities for 200.
Yes, it is.
To the English town for which this Connecticut capital was named spelled its name with an E, not an A. What is Hartford? U.S. cities 300.
Yes, it is.
This largest Vermont city, located on Lake Champlain, was first surveyed by Ethan Allen's brother. What is I was gonna say Montpelier, but no, I don't think that's it. What is Burlington? Now I'm in the lead. U.S. cities 400.
Yes, it is.
Charles MacArthur and Ben Hecht were reporters in this city in which they set the front page. What is Chicago? U.S. cities 500.
Yes, it is.
Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in this city. Oh. I'm gonna see if Jenny knows this one any better than I do. Boston! Okay, where I went 2 months ago. Eh. It is what it is. Lines for 100.
Yes, it is.
In song, Johnny Cash line that follows, "Because You're Mine." What is I Walk the Line? Anybody who's ever seen the Walk the Line movie with Joaquin Phoenix? If you've never seen it, I highly recommend you do. It's a good movie. He does a great portrayal of Johnny Cash. Lines for 2.
Yes, it is.
Railroad and Monopoly that fits this category. What's the short line? Lines for 300.
Yes, it is.
There's only one of these lines on a football field. What's a 50-yard line? Lines for 4.
Yes, it is.
It's been called the boundary between y'all and you guys. What's the Mason-Dixon line? Lines for 500.
The answer is
200-mile-long French line of defense which the Germans bypassed in 1940 by invading Belgium. What is the Maginot line? Maginot line? I don't know how it's pronounced, but I do know how it's spelled. Let's go back to sports for 200.
the answer is
In basketball, it's dribbling with both hands or resuming to dribble after you've stopped. What is a double dribble? Double dribbling. Basketball, or sports rather, for 300, I mean.
the answer is
Baseball senior circuit. What's the National League? Sports for 400.
the answer is
In hockey, where you're sitting if you're in the sin bin. What's the penalty box? Sports for 500.
the answer is
Sport where you can find someone working on the chain gang. What's football? Authors for 400.
the answer is
Mark Twain's last home, Stormfield, named for one of his last characters, was in this state. Oh, too late. It's Connecticut, and I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh well. Authors 500.
the answer is
His story, Music for Chameleons, was about a real-life friend who played Mozart for lizards. Jim. Truman Capote. Oh, okay. Ooh, excuse me. Potpourri 100.
the answer is
According to John Keats, beauty is this, and this is beauty. What is truth? Potpourri for 200.
the answer is
It's declared when you're judged insolvent. What is bankruptcy? Potpourri for 300, please.
the answer is
In 1944, this Caribbean ruler appeared as an extra in Esther Williams' film Bathing Beauty. Who is Fidel Castro? Let's go 400, please, for Potpourri.
the answer is
This round-eyed comic starred in Banjo Eyes, which happened to be his nickname. Who is Eddie Cantor? Potpourri for 500.
the answer is
The odds are 35 to 1 of throwing a 2 or this other number in a single toss of the dice. What is 12? Let's go to 100. Musical
the
astronomy.
answer is
Francis Scott Key wrote it. What's the Star Spangled Banner? $200.
the answer is
Teve dawns till dusk lament of time passing. What is sunrise, sunset? $300.
the answer is
In 1983, it happened to the sun and Bonnie Tyler's heart. What's a total eclipse? 400.
The answer is
Grace Slick has rejoined this airborne band. Oh, and Jenny had the nerve to lock me out. Oh, but she doesn't have a clue. Ha ha. Now that gives me an opportunity. Who are Jefferson Starship? Now the last clue.
the answer is
Hares, glitty, glup, gloopy, nippy, nappy, noopy, la 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 lo. Jim. Good morning, Starshine. Yep. So Jim is up to $1,800. I'm in first place with $6,700, and Jenny has $500, so she's gonna go first in Double Jeopardy, in which the dollar values are doubled. There's 2 daily doubles up on the board and tougher material. Let's see if the categories are going to be a little bit tougher. If they sound tougher anyway.
category.
Odd customs? Possibly. World geography? That's not bad. Classic cinema? That's a good one. 1960? Not too bad. Fathers? Not bad. Vocabulary? Okay, these categories are not too bad. Alright, well, let's get this party started. Where are we going, Jenny? We're going to 1960 for 200.
The answer is
The U.S. won gold in this Olympic event with Oscar Robertson and Jerry West. What is basketball? $1960 for 400.
the answer is
Lerner and Lowe musical that provided the theme for the Kennedy years. Oh, come on, Jenny. You had to lock me out. Camelot. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, well. Vocabulary 200.
the answer is
A preparation for public performance, whether or not you dress. What is a rehearsal? $1960 for 600.
the answer is
He supplied the key to the Oscar-winning apartment. Who's Jack Lemmon? $1960 for 800.
the answer is
Sedentary demonstration against lunchroom segregation. Jenny locked me out again. It's a sit-in. I knew it. I knew it. World Geography 200.
the answer is
Ranges within this mountain system include the Bighorn, Teton, and Wasatch. What are the Rocky Mountains? A World Geography for 400.
the answer is
The Netherlands Antilles, an equal partner in the Kingdom of the Netherlands, lie in this body of water. What is the Caribbean Sea? World Geography for 600.
the answer is
Its counties include Clwyd, Gwynedd, and Dyfed. And Jenny locked me out again. Wales. I knew it. I knew it. But what are you gonna do, right? World Geography 800.
the answer is
The island of Cyprus is considered part of this continent. What is Asia? Asia. World Geography 1000.
the answer is
Traditional name of southwestern France, ELEANOR, mother of Richard the Lionheart, was from there, and Jim locked me out. Oh, but he doesn't know. Ha ha. I'll just take charge of this clue. Or not. Jenny locked me out again. Oh, she doesn't know either. Ha ha. Thanks for letting me have this one. What is Aquitaine? Good for 1,000. 1960 for 1,000.
The answer is.
The commoner Princess Margaret married. Who was Anthony Armstrong Jones? Hope that's right. That's right. Good for 1,000. Vocabulary for 400, please.
The answer is.
Meaning circular, it's a circular sent out by the Pope. Jim. Oh, an encyclical. Alright. Father's 200.
The answer is.
This actor, the father of triplets, was just a boy on the Waltons. Who is Richard Thomas? Father's 400.
The answer is.
He was a mother of invention, but father to Moon Unit and Dweezil. Jim, stop locking me out. Frank Zappa. Yep. Father 600.
The answer is.
He shows up for New Year's with an hourglass and a scythe. And Jenny locked me out. Ugh. You're not letting me get any clues. Father Time. It's Classic Cinema 200.
The answer is.
The Marx Brothers meet the Met, so to speak. What is A Night at the Opera? Let's go back to the $800 clue in Fathers.
The answer is.
Percy Kilbride played him in a series of rural comedies. Who is Pa Kettle? Fathers for 1,000.
The answer is.
He was father to Queen Elizabeth I. Jim. Henry VIII. Yep. Classic Cinema 400.
The answer is.
Cecil B. DeMille's famous biblical Exodus, made silently in 1923 and colorfully in 1956, and Jenny locked me out. The Ten Commandments. Odd Customs 200.
The answer is.
Waving as Americans do is an insult in this Hellenic country. Jenny. That country is Greece. Vocabulary 600.
The answer is.
Louis XIV, but I told you this French phrase means nobility obligates. What is noblesse oblige? Classic Cinema for 600.
The answer is.
He and Claudette Colbert were the first co-stars to win Best Actor and Actress Oscars. Who is Clark Gable? Classic Cinema 800.
The answer is.
In this 1941 flick, Bogey gives Green Street the bird. A fake one. What is the Maltese Falcon? Classic Cinema 1000. Daily Double. I'll bet it all. High Society with Kelly, Crosby, and Sinatra is based on this film with Hepburn, Grant, and Stewart. What's the Philadelphia Story? Yep. Vocabulary 800.
The answer is
From the French for purse, it's the official in charge of funds at a college. What is a parochial? Wrong. It's a bursar. Oh, okay. Oh, well. We have 5 clues left. Where are we going now? Odd Customs 400.
the answer is
In the Netherlands, a hostess may serve herself first from the custom of tasting food to prove it wasn't this. Jim. Poisoned. Oh, okay. $600.
the answer is
Frenchmen kiss cheeks, but in Romania, friends often kiss this way. What is on the lips? Let's have vocabulary for 1,000.
the answer is
The comparative form of good. And Jim had the nerve to lock me out. Oh, but he doesn't know. I'll take this one. What is better? Let's have odd customs. Hang on. For 1,000.
the answer is
Tibetans and Mongolians supposedly put this in their tea instead of sugar. What is salt? And the last clue is mine because it is the other Daily Double. How much of my 30,400 do I want to put at risk? 19,600. Alright, here's the clue in Odd Customs. Men in this Arctic culture sometimes settle disputes by singing insults at each other. What are Vikings? That is wrong. We're looking for Eskimos. Oh, okay. But I still have the lead nonetheless. Category is people. I'm gonna do just 200. This talk show host says her feet are still on the ground. They're just wearing more expensive shoes. Who is Oprah Winfrey? So I'm gonna get $11,000 this game, which is not bad. So I didn't do bad this game at all. I'm gonna get $11,000.
final Jeopardy answer is
Alright, well, I won with $11,000. It's a good amount of money. We'll go ahead and wrap it up for this segment, and I will see you all for that next one in just a little bit, okay? We'll be right back. Don't go away.